Ladies and gentlemen, help me to welcome Mark Wang with his speech English. Mark Wang. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna be a totally different kind of speaker because I'm not ready, not trained, I've never done it before. But I've been taking notes just now on how you guys do all your pros. So let's see, it says project your voice. Put in sudden bursts of voice. I think some of you all of a sudden spoke very loudly, got your attention. Make it a resonate. I use notes, so I got some notes. And then use tricks like the 5 Ps, acronyms like NOW, WASH, and YOU. But the only acronym the only word I can think of to fill it with is this, because we're talking about musicals, right? So the only word I can think of is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. So I can't start with S and U and so on. And then the other thing I learned is, talk about hand washing, right? Then you get audience participation. So there's so much, in fact, when it comes to audience, so this uses, my notes are not useless. So when it comes to hand washing, I can relate a story and make it personal. About 3 years ago, I was in a Rotary project in rural China. Rural meaning southwest where the minority races live. And they have this health medical mission. And as a Rotarian, I went along and contributed, and we're also supposed to service. Obviously, I'm not a medical profession, so I cannot, do with the medical stuff and all that. But then all the villagers who come from like 10 kilometers away and so on, they all get there in the morning, but the doctor can only process them that fast. So they say, good, we have these health talks that we give the various villagers, and then you can move from room to room so you can tell them. So I said, good, what are the topics? So the topics like hand washing is one of them, right? Brushing your teeth. Okay, where you sing no. When you do hand washing, you sing a song, right? 两只老虎跑得快. And then you're supposed to keep doing it rather than just finish it, right? And then brushing your teeth, that's another process. And then there's one about, so I said, I can't do that, right? Then there's another one about drinking, the perils of drinking and smoking. I said, great, I do both. So I said, let me do smoking. What do you mean? I tell them, do not smoke cigarettes. It's bad for your health. Switch to cigars. Because statistically, cigar smokers live longer than non-smokers, who live longer than smokers, of course. But I said, no, you don't do that. They have a script for me. So I did that. I was learning a lot. So I think hand washing is good. Anyway, I think you heard that the topic is English, right? I do have some notes. Okay. So maybe a little bit of my background. English is not my native language. So I grew up speaking Shanghai dialect, not Mandarin. And then, of course, I was, as a very young boy, I went to Hong Kong to grow up in Hong Kong. All my schoolmates, classmates, and all that streets, all Cantonese. So Cantonese is my real usable language. And then, of course, you study English so you can go to school and all that, right? And then I learned Mandarin. So I know 4 languages. The good thing is I have lived in those languages totally, not like part-time, totally from period to period. So in other words, I can live in Shanghai dialect for a week, eat like that, talk about it and all that, right? So that's something. So therefore, to me, English is a very interesting subject because I travel a lot and I hear all types of English. Now, public speaking is a skill that I never had a chance to master. So in fact, when I look at myself, right, I say, I wish I learned speed reading when I was young. My daughter has speed reading. Harry Potter, right? So we buy all 7 books, she go, woo, done. And I'm still, like 1/3. And then she laughed at me. Right? And then the other one I wish I learned, the skill, is shorthand. because taking notes in school and all that, right? I never learned that. The other one, of course, is public speaking. So now I have a chance to be on stage doing public speaking. But Richard, my friend, just told me that you guys don't just do this all the time. You actually have training. So how come I didn't go to training? Okay, now, so English is a lot of varieties. Now, I think probably have a little bit of an American accent. I can't help it. But everywhere you go, if you're in Japan, you got to know Japanese English. Otherwise, you can't get anywhere. Not that you can't understand them, it's that they can't understand you. So if you want a receipt from a taxi driver, you can't say, give me a receipt. You have to say, give me a receipt. Okay? No, otherwise it won't work. So one of my businesses is actually outsourcing. And we help American clients hire people in Shanghai to do their work. So we do phone interview. So of course we coach our candidates for the interview. You know, make sure you understand this and that and talk slowly and so on. But also we have to understand, help them understand, we have to tell the trainer, do not pick a guy who speaks good English, because the English is different. When you learn English, you learn by reading, then writing, then listening, then speaking. Speaking is the hardest. So actually my topic is not English. You know a website that's very famous is called English.com. With the R, not an L, English. It's a very good website. It started to collect all the English jokes you find in Japan. For example, there's a crab sandwich. Okay, now just as I looked at it, there's another one. It's almost like crab. It's our crab fish is delicious. Of course, they mean carp, right? So it's very important that you do learn this properly. And when I come to Singapore, people told me, hey, you're going to Singapore, you're going to hear a lot of English, but it's easy. Just add la to everything. Okay, so fine. So I came to Singapore, I didn't hear any la. Because the people that I deal with, in fact, you guys too, when they talk to me, they talk Queen's English. I have to sneak up on them to hear, sometimes, right, they would talk in local English. And I realized it's very, very, very advanced kind of English. So English spoken in Malaysia and Singapore is spoken by at least 30 million people. So it's really a legitimate English dialect. And what I learned is that it's not la, but there are two words that people add to every sentence. One is what. He ate what? The other one is one. Now, when I talk to people, you say one. I say, what do you mean, we don't say one? He said, sure you say one. You say one. He said, he went to Oxford one. Right? So people actually don't realize that. So what happens is that makes Singlish the most efficient English dialect that I've ever heard. You say things like, so how? Can I? Now, if you say it in proper English, it'll take you at least 10 words to say that, right?
Yeah.
So, therefore, I encourage everybody to continue to speak English and improve the language so that you uplift the efficiency of the entire language, including mine. So, that is my message to you. Okay, so please do speak English to me so that I can learn. When I speak English at home, my wife, who's Singaporean, and my daughter who grew up here, they say, yeah, it's painful to the ear. Please stick to your whatever accent you have. Okay, so please allow me the liberty. Thank you very much.